So today we've got big news coming in about the Coral Princess. I'm going to share with you what the perks I can give you if you want to try Celebrity, or if you have cruised on Celebrity before and would like to go again. I have extra perks that I can offer you if you would like to book with me. And then also we've got reports in from the Carnival Luminosa. We're going to talk a little bit about the thermal spa on Princess, as well as what's going on with Princess's specialty dining. So let's get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday. It is December 20th of 2022, and we've got lots to talk about today. First of all, let's start with the Coral Princess, because that really is the biggest news. The Coral Princess is sailing from Australia to New Zealand right now, and last night at about 2 a.m., most passengers report feeling a large crash. And so I got this information. A Let's Go family member emailed it to me, so it sent me out looking for more information. So I've looked at some Facebook groups. Now some people who are on the ship said, no, we are just going in for no, there was no crash. Let's start there. But a lot of people that were awake said, oh my goodness, or that were forward on the ship said, oh my goodness, no, we hit something and it woke us up. It was a big crash. And so now, as a result of this, the Coral Princess crew there have announced that they are going to miss a port stop and some scenic cruising, so that they can go in and spend 24 hours for a hull cleaning. Now, some people say, and it's hard to know, so those of you on Coral Princess, send me another email. Those of you who are there, let us know what's going on, or put it on our Facebook group, because they say that they are going to have to spend 24 hours in New Zealand to have an unscheduled hull cleaning, because the New Zealand Maritime told the captain to clean it. I think that's kind of funny. You would think that they would let them know before the sailing, and so it sounds to me like it would be more of a check out the hull, and of course if they want to clean it while they're there. I was wondering what could be out in the ocean that they could hit, because they didn't hit another vessel clearly. Gordon said, this is just us, okay? This is not a report from anyone on the ship. He said sometimes he knows that containers fall off of ships, and so it could have been floating in the water. They could have hit that. It's really hard to know, but I am really looking forward to hearing more information. Now, since they had to miss a port and some scenic cruising, the passengers on board are receiving $100 of onboard credit. So that's the situation. Like I said, anybody else knowing what's going on, let us know. Or maybe you've got family on that cruise and you've heard from them. Another just super fast update. You know, a long time ago, like way earlier this year, I remember telling you about it. Princess opened that sweepstakes for a Porsche car. And finally they announced who the lady is, who the winner is. And it is a lady from North Carolina, I believe. Yep, from Cary, North Carolina. And the way it worked is every time, there were several things that you could buy in order to be entered into that sweepstakes, and she bought just like a $5 accessory for her medallion, and she ended up winning. And so that's really fun. Congratulations to her. The car is a $95,000 car, and so it sounds pretty fancy. It does have the Princess logo on it and everything. I don't know if this will help Princess book more cruises, but that's what they decided to do. So just a heads up about that. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you for just a minute here is about Celebrity. You all know that I was recently on the Celebrity Reflection, and I know that some of you have emailed me and are interested in trying Celebrity. Some of you aren't, and that is entirely okay. But I kind of worked out a thing of what I could do and offer from now until January 14th, and then I'm going to reevaluate and see if it's working, or if it's a good thing for you guys, or if very many people are interested. But let me start by telling you this first. So I want you to know that I have done all of the Celebrity training. I've sailed on the Edge class and the Solstice class. I absolutely loved it. And I realize that it's important what I tell you. I very much enjoyed, especially this last week on the Reflection. She is a Solstice class ship. And so I want you to know that I have sailed on them. I have done all of the training, and I am good at I am good at what I do. And so I wanted to let you know that, first of all, I know a lot of times people think that if you book a cruise with a travel advisor that it's always going to be more. Sometimes it's more, but not often. Every once in a while it might be a little bit more, but often it is not. And sometimes it's even a better price. And at the same time, you get someone to be your advocate and to help you with everything that you need to do to plan for that cruise, help you work with all of your plans and everything to do, help you with your flights if you want to do them, and just everything. And so it's a good thing. And when you go on a cruise, I kind of micromanage things. I try to make it so that I know what to expect and all the details are taken care of, and that's something that I do for you. So having said that, I wanted to let you know that, like I said, from now until January 14th, and this is just me. This is me putting this together. Celebrity isn't giving this to everyone. It's not a thing. And this is on top of the sales and promotions that they run. If you book a veranda, you get an extra $100 on board credit. If you book a concierge or aqua class cabin, then you get $300 of extra onboard credit. And if you book the retreat suites, you get $400 of onboard credit, and that's per stateroom. And so I thought that that would be kind of fun. I know that it's giving away part of what I get, but a chunk of what I get, but I just think that it's worth a try for those of you who would like to try it out. And so if you're interested at all, go ahead and send me an email. It's I have both of my email addresses down below this video, so I look forward to hearing from anyone who is interested. There's so much that goes into planning a cruise anymore, and I just think it's valuable that you use a travel advisor. And I will do another video all about why you should use a travel advisor. A long time ago, Gordon and I didn't use a travel advisor, and we started using a travel advisor before I decided to do this, and now I'm ours. But it was a great benefit, really great benefit. And so I'm just putting that out here for all of you. So let me know if you're interested. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about super fast is the thermal suite in the spa on Princess. I didn't talk about that yesterday, and someone in the comments had questions, so I thought maybe more of you would have questions about that. So the thermal spa on Princess is, and you can see it in my videos, you go in and it's a room that has a big like hot tub area, so it works like a hot tub. It also has, I love that it has water coming out of the ceiling, so relaxing, just beautiful. And then also in that same room they've got the heated tile beds. They're like the ones you see in the Persian Garden on Celebrity, so they've got those so you can relax on those. You can get in the water, you can get back out. They've got little showers in there so you can zip through the shower before you get in, and if you want to again when you get out. It is just really a lovely experience. They've got a sauna is what I was trying to say. It is really a lovely experience. Lately, every time I've been on a Princess ship, it has been $149 for a 7-day cruise. I think that's amazing because you know what? You can go as often as you want. You can go and stay as long as you want. And so I think that honestly, if you divide that up, you've got like what, $150 out of 7 days. It's just over $20 a day. I think that's really good. And so those of you who have done the thermal spa, if you would like to add something in the comments, let us know. But other than that, I just wanted to kind of explain what it is, how it works. You know, you can wear your swimsuit and put your robe on in your cabin. I see a lot of people do that. Head on down and you just let them know that you're there. I know that in the early days of the restart that they were limiting how many people were in there at a time, and so I don't know if they are still limiting how many of those they sell. I know that when we went on the Regal Princess, but that was clear back in May into June, and I didn't think to ask on the Discovery Princess if they were still limiting them. On the Regal Princess they were, but then, you know, several months later at the end of October on the Discovery Princess they weren't. So maybe some of you sailing right now on Princess can let us know. And the final thing I'll tell you about that is you can book that in the cruise personalizer before you go on your cruise, and I recommend that because then you don't have to worry how many people, like if lots of people get on board before you and go book it, you've already got your reservation. Okay, if you have any other questions, just put them down below. Now, a quick update, our Let's Go family member, Carrie, he is on the Eurodam right now, and I appreciated him saying that he missed our live last night because the internet is very spotty at best. And so if you are going to be sailing on Holland America's Eurodam anytime soon, you might want to expect some spotty Wi-Fi. Now, I'm not sure, I didn't think to ask him like which package he has. They've got their basic, and then they've got the one that's a step above that you can upgrade to. It's really easy to upgrade. When you sign in, they offer it to you. And if you want to do that, you just click on it and then you can upgrade. That's what I ended up doing at the end of June. But if I was just going on a cruise and I didn't need anything more than email, I think that the basic would be okay. But like he says, it's spotty at best. So I appreciate that update. Another thing we need to talk about is a Let's Go family member said that they have heard that the cost for specialty dining is going to go up on Princess, and I have not heard anything about that. I tried to find anything about it when I looked online when I saw what he said, and I can't find anything on their website, and I haven't seen it like in the usual news outlets or anybody posting about that. So if anybody has any information about that, will you let us know? I want to be honest with you. I think that if their specialty dining cost is going up, I'm not excuse me, I am not surprised. When we were just on Celebrity, those specialty dining dinners I think range from like $50 to $60 per person. And then let's see, I think Murano's was $55, and by the time you added they just automatically add the gratuity to it, it was just over $60. It was a wonderful dinner though. I couldn't have even, like if I went to somewhere here on land, I wouldn't have gotten a dinner like that. On Norwegian, I just was on the phone with them today for someone, and for 2 specialty dinings, if you want to buy that package, it's $119. And so clearly it's, you know, 50 something per person for specialty dining on Norwegian. And so I'm just putting it out there. I'm not surprised if it goes up, and I'm hoping that if they put the price up, that they will bring us back to where we were. I know Sabatini's has been excellent when I've eaten there lately. The Crown Grill is different. It's a different grade of meat. It is not the same that they used to have before COVID. So maybe if they'll increase those prices a little bit, we'll be able to get back to where we were with dining, or at least not have it get any worse. And so let me know if you've heard anything about that. I want to tell you all super fast, I'm not sick. This is what happened to me. When I was flying home from Fort Lauderdale on Sunday evening, I got on the plane and I felt perfectly fine. As the flight progressed, like I started coughing and my nose was running, and you know, I was congested, and I was like, how am I getting sick this fast? As we were landing, I heard a cat meowing 2 aisles in front of me, and it takes me a long time to get over. I'm very allergic to cats, and it always takes a few days. If I have been around a kitty cat at all, or been in the home of someone that has one, it always takes me a while, so I apologize about that. Finally, I've got an update here from someone who was just on the Carnival Luminosa, and they went up to North Queensland, and they are going to go again on Sunday. They just went again to the South Pacific. They let me know that the ship is great, that the service was excellent. They loved everything about the cruise that they just went on, and they are very excited to be on her again this week. So here's a couple of things that I wanted to let you know and that I've just learned lately about, and I would like to hear from some of you who are going on cruises in Australia from the United States, because oh, and here's the other thing. If you live in Australia, they said Carnival has been doing these pack and go deals for, like they are going for a whole week for $406 for 8 days. So if you live in Australia and you want to go on a cruise, there's an option for you. Now, I had a Let's Go family member send me an email, and they booked 3 Carnival cruises on the Carnival. Okay, what is she called? Splendor. So they're here from the United States. They're going to fly down to Australia and do 3 cruises on back-to-backs. Here's what I found out though in trying to help them. I can't help them as much as I would like because I didn't book their cruises, so Carnival's not talking to me about it. But I found out that Carnival does not offer insurance on those cruises. And when I talked to Carnival on the phone about it, they said that they are not allowed to, that Australia requires different requirements than what Princess is offering. It has to have special COVID coverage. So that's really important for you all to know. And then also that the flights through Carnival are not available to Australia. I don't know why. I asked and they said indeed they cannot do those flights. And so I'm just putting this out there as a point of reference for everyone. If you're thinking about going on a cruise, those are some really important things to consider. And if you are from the United States and you are going on a cruise from Australia, will you let me know if you have received anything at all about that? I would be really interested to know, to let everyone know, because it's good to know what's required before you book a cruise. Now finally, we have Let's Go family members who are going to go on a Princess World cruise, and they were having a really hard time tracking down what kind of testing was going to be required because they're going on a world cruise, which how wonderful would that be? And so I wanted to let you know that testing is required for the world cruise to get on board. They found this out finally and let me know, and that it can be self-testing. And I think that just takes a lot of worry out of it. You know, back when we were always having to do it within 2 days or whatever, you'd have to worry about where you were going to get the test and would you get the results in time and everything. So I really appreciate them letting us know that on the world cruise you can do your own testing. And I want to remind everyone, if you're going on a cruise, this is just me, but every time before we leave home, we always do a COVID test to make sure that we don't already have COVID, because I don't want to fly somewhere and then find out that we've got COVID. And so that's just maybe a tip to know. And if you've got a cruise booked and you realize right before sailing that you've got COVID, you call and you tell them, and you don't lose your money that way. They'll give it to you in a future cruise credit so that you can move to another sailing. But that is very different than just not showing up for your cruise, okay? If you just don't show up, then you've lost your money. So make sure that if anything comes up, that you call and let them know what's going on, so that especially if it's COVID, they won't have you lose your money. Otherwise, have some insurance, and make sure that you don't go without insurance. The last thing that I want to tell you, well, I'll tell you, just don't go without insurance, and I will talk to you some more about that this week, but insurance is crucial. Have some sort of insurance for your cruise, and not necessarily just to cover the cost of the cruise, but to cover you if anything medical happens while you're on your voyage. So I just wanted to bring you up to date on everything. If you've got more updates for me, I would just love to hear from you with those. I absolutely love cruising on Princess. I absolutely love cruising on Celebrity, and I am really happy that we have more options now with knowing that Celebrity is a really good option. Like, I am really excited. So I'll just talk to you all about that again in the future here. Now, if you have not subscribed, will you please subscribe? It helps our channel out. It makes people think, well, it lets YouTube know that people like to watch the kind of content that we create. And if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up if you appreciate these updates, that would be wonderful as well. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.